Dear Puerto Rico, I want to say thank you. You and I are still becoming familiar with each other. I've been here only 1 month and 2 days, but I am the safest and healthiest and most secure that I have ever been in my life. I was born and raised in Austin, Texas. I was beaten, neglected, and assaulted by my mother and others from the moment I was born. I lived in St. Croix, Virgin Islands when I was 2 for 1 year before Child Protective Services removed me from my mother's care and returned me to my father in Austin. I don't remember much, but I was diagnosed with PTSD and ADHD around the age of 5 when I began therapy. I understood at a young age that I was a living victim of child abuse and worked hard for my entire childhood to overcome depression, anger, and suicide attempts. My father was the best man I've ever known, and he is still my leading guiding light in life, despite his death from cancer when I was 16. I lost everybody that I was ever close to, and my last years in Austin were surrounded by more domestic violence and traumatic relationships. I recreated dangerous cycles and ended up dating abusive people that ultimately left me homeless, broken, and empty. I've wanted to leave Texas for over a decade, and in January, I used every penny I had for a one-way flight for me and my pups to get to San Juan. In a matter of my first 2 weeks, I had achieved more here than I did the last year and a half in Texas. I played at an open mic. I went to a rainforest. I stood under a waterfall. I made friends. I wrote new songs. I played music. I worked an event. I took my pups to the beach, and I secured housing for a month. My first time with a safe, healthy place to sleep in 2.5 years of cars, parking lots, streets, sidewalks, benches, couches, etc. I had one friend in San Juan, and now I have many. I intentionally didn't research or read articles or read books about Puerto Rico before arriving. For one, I didn't have time. I found out about my flight 10 minutes before I had to be on it. I packed a few change of clothes and my ukulele, and that's it. But I also wanted to experience it through my own eyes, my own life, before reading what others have to say through their one tiny narrative. I'm a very independent person, and I mostly stick to myself. But this island is everything I thought it would be and more. I'm very lucky and grateful to be here, and I appreciate the people's strength, unity, and respect. I spent a lot of my life learning about my ancestors, some of the Cherokee and Choctaw tribes that were the Native Americans around Texas. The pain, anguish, heartbreak, and horror that still fills me when I think about how my family members were killed, raped, and tortured by the colonizers is truly hard to put into words. That feeling swells when I put it on a global scale. I understand to most I am just another gringo, but I didn't come here with wealth to live lavishly in a vacation home and buy out Airbnbs while I drink overpriced wine and turn my nose up to reality so I can post on Instagram, "Hey, look at me, I'm great," while the true people of this land get wiped out and tossed to the streets. Puerto Rico is strong. Things are shifting like never before. Believe that. I am still new. I have much to learn about the land, the animals, the Taino, the history, the present, etc., and many ways to grow. I do not pretend to know anything, but I'm eager to understand and expand and connect with life in general. I have a long way to go to properly earn the respect of not just the people of this island, but the land, trees, and animals as well. I am honored at the opportunity and appreciative of the challenge and patience that is involved. Though my struggles are still very much alive, my hope is stronger than ever before in my life. I, as of today, have been unable to find any consistent work. I've never drank. I worked in education with special ed for over 5 years, sports broadcasting for over 5 years, and pets and animals for a couple of years, among other things. Today, I am a writer and a musician. Art is the past, present, and future, always. Art will never die. I run my website at beami.earth. Today, I have negative $400 in my account after my bank took back a loan that I used for rent. I've walked over 5 hours a day applying, connecting, and learning. The most I have to show for it is my gratitude. Of course, gratitude doesn't pay for bills or food, but life has taught me that neither does stress, or fear, or worry, or anxiety, or frustration, or rage, or hopelessness. So my hope is strong, and my future is the brightest it has ever been, and I haven't felt this way possibly ever. So to that, I just want to say thank you for one life-changing month, Puerto Rico. Onward we go. Much love. Beami. Adios. Enjoy the beautiful views, and thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. Goodbye.